for the latest news and stories that impact your freedom. Listen to Freedom 96.9 every day. We're the new Freedom 96.9 and freedom969.com. Freedom
Weather.
Here's your Oklahoma City AccuWeather forecast. This afternoon, expect a mix of sun and clouds with a thunderstorm in some areas, making it humid with a high of 84. Tonight will be partly cloudy and humid with a low of 67. Tomorrow will bring periods of clouds and sunshine along with a heavy thunderstorm from late morning onward. These storms could bring flooding, downpours, hail, and damaging wind gusts with a high of 83. Monday will see sunshine and a few clouds with a chance of a thunderstorm in parts of the area, remaining humid with a high of 86. Tuesday will be sunny to partly cloudy and humid with a high of 90. With your Oklahoma City AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
We interrupt our program with a special bulletin.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are solely those of the speakers and other contributors. These views and opinions do not necessarily represent those of this station.
Broadcasting live from the command center of Freedom 969.com. No, Freedom 969 in Oklahoma City. It's McRoof Fortifies Oklahoma. Saving lives, protecting property, fortifying Oklahoma one roof at a time. I'm Rick Allen Lippert here with Hague Certified Master Level Damage Inspector, Oklahoma Licensed Public Adjuster, Fortified Evaluator, and IBHS Fortified Roofing Contractor, Scott McCullum.
Hey, Mr. Rick.
Hague Certified Roofing Inspector Scotty McCullum has the week off. We hope to be visited soon by Blue Falcon Aerial's Chris Garnera, assuming he can open the door. I don't know.
We'll see.
Retro Radio Randy's still on probation today, so you won't hear him talk unless it's screaming from the other side of the table. What? But you can talk to him when you call 405-608-4377. We're live streaming today, I think, on the YouTube channel, the McRoof Fortifies Oklahoma YouTube channel. You can also hear us on freedom969.com. As usual, we'll start with our trivia question and other interesting tidbits, including the word of the week. The number, again, to answer the trivia question or to just ask a question, 405-608-4377. Since Scotty's off today, we'll hear Scott's view from the rooftop. He climbed that ladder again, and we'll hear about what he saw. Plus, we'll have some After the Storm tips brought to you by Roof RX, and we'll wrap up with Dad's Wisdom. And, of course, coming back from breaks, some really genuinely obscure historical trivia. Hey, Scott, my wife received a book in the mail yesterday from an author, and under the personal note that the author wrote, on the inside cover, was different handwriting that said, "Tell Rick to say S&CM LLC doing business as McRoof.us legally operates under Oklahoma registration number 800000002, and that the registration applies to both residential and commercial roofing."
You want to tell us the title of the book so we don't order it?
It can be controversial, and I don't think they want controversy
it's
on
scary.
this station.
It's scary.
So, but talking about scary, your attorney is really starting to scare me. I mean, is that mail tampering? Anyway,
You would think.
Anyway, I mean, just how did
Some of the places he puts stuff, he just should not have access to either. So that's a little invasion of privacy as far as I'm concerned. So.
Thank you. Okay, let's get started with our trivia question, and then we'll go to the word of the week.
Okay, let's do it. Why would somebody want to answer the trivia question, though?
Well, they can win either a $25 gift card from Lowe's or, for next season that starts in September, 2 free tickets to any Carpenter Square Theater production for the entire season that starts in September.
Awesome. So let me ask you this. Is the schedule for next year, for next season, is it already online?
It's on the website.
Awesome.
And 8 really good plays.
What's that website, Rick?
CarpenterSquare.com.
Very good. All right, here we go. Certainteed, everybody knows, my favorite manufacturer, Certainteed, has 16 shingles that meet the Institute for Business and Home Safety Fortified Roof Standards. Fortified Roof standards. How many of their shingles qualify for the fortified roof with high wind and hail designation standard?
Ooh.
Okay. Is it 2? Is it 5? Is it 11? Or do all 16 of them qualify?
Ooh, good question.
Hey, I tell you what, man, I dug deep for this one.
And folks, you're going to have to dig deep to find that answer, unless you just want to guess, and you have a 25% chance of getting it right.
One of my McRoof homies, one of my really smart roofing friends out there might know the answer to that.
They might.
Yeah.
405-608-4377. So again, CertainTeed has 16 shingles that meet the IBHS fortified roof standards. How many of those 16 also qualify for the high wind and hail designation?
Exactly.
Is it 2, 5, 11, or all 16? 405-608-4377. There is a prize for the first one to get it right.
There you go.
Okay, so our word of the week.
Our word of the week is compliant.
Compliant.
And this will tie in well with a lot of the discussion today. Compliant. Inclined to agree with others or obey rules, especially to an excessive degree. Acquiescent. A compliant labor force. Compliant with, meeting or in accordance with rules or standards. Food that is compliant with safety regulations, policies compliant with federal legislation and regulations. There are standards compliant programs in place. Physics and medicine having the property of compliance, the conversion of the gel to a much less compliant rigid glass. That one's over my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me tell you, what I'm talking about is compliance relative to what, Rick? What do you think I would be talking about?
I'm going to guess roofing codes relating to re-roofing.
Okay, well, you're so let's say building codes.
Building codes.
And let's say installation requirements of the manufacturers. Okay? So let's say that I would like to see compliance with those two things.
Yep.
So building code compliance fundamentally means ensuring structures meet minimum. Do we need to define that? Minimum safety and health standards for whose protection, Rick? The public's.
That's right.
Okay? If you're talking about building codes, this is to protect the owners and occupants of every kind of building and structure that we have. So building code compliance fundamentally means ensuring structures meet minimum safety and health standards for the public's protection. Okay.
One of the definitions that you mentioned early in that long list of other definitions was acquiescent.
Acquiescent.
And the thought that popped into my mind were the words, "Yes, dear."
That's so funny. When we were at Carly's wedding, a month or two ago, however long it's been, and the brother-in-laws were all there, and we were talking about the words of wisdom that our father-in-law, Shorty Flores, shared with us.
Yeah.
And the yes, dear was certainly high on that list. And Shorty would say, "Take care of my baby girl, and just remember the last words you ever need to say. Yes, dear." So, very good, Rick. I think a lot of us heard those.
When my wife and I are doing presentations and we're making fun at the beginning, she'll say something like, "It's a man's world." And then I'll hang my head and say, "Yes, dear."
Well, at least you agreed with her, right? Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Okay, so you had some really nice weather the last couple of days. Did you get any roofs built?
Well, nice weather being cool.
Yes.
And yesterday was just, as far as being on a roof, yesterday was glorious. I mean, and it's amazing to see the difference in the amount of work that is actually produced a day like yesterday versus a day like we had late last week and earlier.
Yeah.
And we did a roof yesterday. I got there about 7:15, and of course the crew had been on the roof since about 6 or 6:15.
Wow.
About a 35 square roof. It was already completely torn off. They were already cleaning up everything on the ground.
Wow.
So by the time I got there, it's like, oh my gosh, this almost looks like the way I want it to look.
Yeah.
And so got everything cleaned up, ready to go. It was not a redeck, so it was just simply something that we had to mend the deck. There were one or two sheets that had some water damage in them, and then we had to re-nail all of the decking the way that we want it nailed and ready to go. And man, I think we pulled out of there about 3:30, 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and beautiful job. You don't get the marring of the shingles from the foot traffic and that you get with the really high heat. Of course, it wasn't a really steep roof, so it's easier to navigate, but just a beautiful job. But what's really pertinent about that job, I'm sitting here looking at something new, Rick.
Oh.
What does that say?
Oh, that is a roof permit.
For what city?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City roof permit.
Yesterday was a big day, yeah.
Yesterday was day one. And this permit, and it kind of like my registration number with CIB, number 2.
Yeah.
Well, this permit is number 4. So somehow Carly dropped the ball, and I wanted to have permit number one to frame, but I don't have it. So this is roof permit number 4. We were out on the job yesterday with our permit posted, and the news team came by and shot some B-roll.
Oh, good.
And Avery was doing interviews all over the city on this stuff.
Avery from the Oklahoma Roofing Contractors Association.
Exactly. I know the news had some of the city of Oklahoma City officials on there and things like that. So
cool.
So this is the first roof that McRoof has done, permitted under the re-roof permit requirements for the city of Oklahoma City. Carly said that the process was really simple. Now, consumers, this is not something you have to worry about, other than that you should be querying your contractors about. Now, you are going to get a roofing permit, correct? Re-roof permits are required on any residential roof or repair over 500 square feet, okay? Any re-roof or repair over 500 square feet must have a permit. Now, Carly said the process is really, really easy. Got online, got it done real fast. We finished the roof. We send them some photos, and now we will request our inspection.
More about that when we come back from this break. You're listening to McRoof Fortifies Oklahoma on Freedom 96.9. I'm Rick Allen Lippert. He's Scott McCullum. Well, I was debating whether or not to go into that whole long list of titles, and decided I don't have time. Of course, now I would have had time to say all of that stuff. Anyway, we'll be right back.
This is Chris Guanera, CEO of Blue Falcon Aerial. We're proud to partner with McRoof.us to enhance the Roof RX program. McRoof.us already has a trusted, proven system, and we're here to add an extra layer of precision with crystal clear drone imagery using the state-of-the-art Mavic 3 series. With our background in the surveying industry and as drone instructors at Francis Tuttle, we know accuracy. Our documentation supports McRoof's certified professionals so they can make the best recommendations for your roof, saving lives and protecting property, one roof at a time. Roof RX, where technology meets technical competence.
They deal with the insurance company for you, which is so nice and helpful.